I'm just a real G, I suppose. Do it all for the family, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. Hope I can stop maybe, but I won't. Baby, I'm the GOAT. Don't even chat to me about features, G. Gotta pay me for the quote. The price of the been rising, trying to get a beat for the low. I find it peak and I don't. In the kitchen, babe, leave me alone. I put ting and I heat up the stove. They got their eggs all up in one bar.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines.
Here we go.
So the Bronx will get the first possession. Curry looking it over. From deep. Buries it from three-point range.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
The kick out to Porter. Pocket two. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Shot from the inbound. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Curry's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here's Mitchell. Can't hit from in close. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Curry. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there, getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
Now Mitchell, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Mitchell left side. Bronx grabs the miss. Outside Curry. Here's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bronx.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good by Porter.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
To the inside. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark. Mitchell with it. Outside for Durant. Porter in the corner. And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here is Mitchell. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Doncic outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Porter. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Out to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Albuquerque trails by 4. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now, here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Albuquerque making a change here. 11 seconds left in the first quarter.
Substitution for the away team. Christian Wood.
Now Curry.
Aaron Gordon. Zach LaVine.
Over LaVine. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Bronx. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And will be... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Bronx, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Here's Mitchell. Wood trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Mitchell. Mitchell's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Albuquerque. It's Curry outside. Rebound by Albuquerque. It's tipped. Durant in the corner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Bronx. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Outside Curry. The three for Doncic. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Doncic has got himself on the board with 3 there. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can. Giannis finding the mid-range J, and he can score over the top.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys.
Now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it.
Albuquerque trails by 3. Here's Brunson. Pass to Durant. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Giannis.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Doncic outside. From the arc. Rebound by Albuquerque.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys that has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Outside, KD. Teardrop shot. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. The Bronx leading by 3. Giannis outside. Back to Curry. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target from outside. Brunson with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. Durant. And Curry pulls it down.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar.
Donovan Mitchell.
24 seconds left from the first half of the game. Outside, Porter. 5 on the clock. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Outside, Curry. That will count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Bronx on top. Up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Mitchell. And he drives in. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Curry with it. Pass to Doncic. The kick out to Porter. Abdul-Jabbar with it. Lock at 6. Now Antetokounmpo. Wood with the block.
Man, an aggressive block there by Wood.
He's not going to shy away from competing defensively.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Mitchell. For the tie. And that's good off the glass that time. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for Albuquerque.
Clock is ticking away, but Mitchell just stays on mission and lets the shot come to him.
Pass to Porter. Here's Doncic. Doncic with this strong move inside.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Back to Mitchell. And he uses the glass on the layup. 16 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively, but how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
The kick out to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Porter's got the lead up to 2 now for Albuquerque.
To set him up, Porter's going to knock him down. He's a terrific shooter who can do some damage from anywhere.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Brunson off the dribble. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Brunson's got his first bucket in this one.
Now, guys don't want to guard someone like Jalen Brunson. He just keeps coming.
Giannis inside. That shot is off. And Albuquerque with the possession. The lead is 2. Now here's Brunson. Over Lowry. Pass to Wood. 4 on the clock. Over on to Kumbo. Great D that time from Giannis. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Melton. Beyond the arc. And another miss by the Bronx. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Albuquerque. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Wood can't hit.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Stolen by Brunson. And Levine with the slam.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Albuquerque leads by just 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Bronx trails by 3. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Martin. And finished off by Martin.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon solid at sensing when someone's open.
Abdul-Jabbar with it. Shoots over Lively. Abdul-Jabbar can't get it to go. Now Mitchell. There's the 3. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Giannis that time just making the most of that play, getting the foul, still getting the shot off.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Albuquerque.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
But we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Here's Mitchell from 12 feet out. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Both teams deciding to change it up. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. 2 on the clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Outside for Curry. The 3. Rebound by Albuquerque.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots. It's such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Curry outside. And it's Durant with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Albuquerque leading by 6. Mitchell wide open. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half. Up top, Curry. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
1:46 left to play in the final quarter. And the basket by Curry.
On another level, Curry is totally ready to duel this one out from the three-point line.
Here's Mitchell. They're outside. And Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss. Outside Curry. .121 left in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by KD. Ball's knocked loose. Tough 2 from Durant.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Checking in for the away team. Number 2.
Mitchell with it.
Home team foul. Stephen Curry. That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
It's the first that will put them up by 9.
For the away team, Donovan Mitchell.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Porter with the steal.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Here's Durant. Can't get it to fall. And so Albuquerque takes the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and
face to be frontin', I be with the king, we gon' score way over 100, yeah. I'm the only one to count this money. You can't give me nothing and you can't take nothing from me. Got a girl to shake something for me. When she to the ground, you gon' have to walk around, walk, yeah, walk around. Left foot, right foot, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around. Speed it up, walk around. Yeah, slow it down, walk around. Yeah, slide. Everybody walk around, yeah, you know the name of the game. You ain't gotta like me, but you gotta pay me the same. We at Donovan's yard, see me up on the stage. I done did it before, I'm about to do it again. Whoa, I hit my two-step, then whoa, I'm counting blue strips like whoa. Girl, you got some on you, whoa. How you? Let me see you walk. Yeah, walk around. Left foot, right foot, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around, speed it up, walk around, slow it down, walk around, slide, walk around, everybody walk around.
Yeah. You know, all I ever had was a dream. Let's talk about it. Young rapper, big dream, little apartment. A hyena, eat a beat straight to the carcass. All I need is one mic, I'm on my nine. Bend down, stay down, out the garage with it. Turn nothing into something, made a collage with it. Audacious, pop up, I'm moving confident. True statement, 4 words, ain't nothing stopping this. Rhyme spitter, young critter, get your binoculars. Up and coming, this ain't pop, I'm not popular. Breath of fresh air, I spray like I'm Banaka. Sanitize, stay in the cut like I'm a doctor. Hammer time, can't you hear this verse popping, locking? Put it simply, I got the juice like I'm Cochran. Minute Maid, critter put this juice in a carton. A dime and a nickel turn this bargain into margins. My mind racing, got potential, God forbid that I ever waste it. Overthinking, silent killer, don't die waiting. God knows it's harder to grow, procrastinating. Got so much love for this game, it's annihilating. I ain't even rapping no more, these conversations. Get it off the muscle, don't matter how much the weight is. Gotta get some hustle, cause talent don't always make it. Even if it's late, don't matter because I paid it. Even if you hate, don't matter because you played it. I remember teachers saying I wouldn't make it. Now they in the bleachers at every graduation. Different stages. Gradually we elevating, motivation, hard work and dedication, life lessons, ain't no better education, no half-stepping, I'm betting on me like it's waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah. Don't wait too long. You know faith without work is dead. And the lazy hustle don't get no bread.
You not with me. You from New York, you ain't with Boogie. When I see you,
Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust down. All I know is get it up from uptown. Left him stuck now. Only cause I'm up now. Only because I'm up now. She was with you first, but she with us now. All this LA, I'm be bust down. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Nowadays, I get you lined now. Nowadays, be out of line. Baby, on my wrist, that's a bust down. We just go to out, that's a touchdown. Call it black, that's a man down. We was out in traffic with that. Now no static, can get tragic. Told them that one no get so drastic. Shaka be that thing, he got magic. I don't, cause they too fake. I boogie, I'm recording off of too fake. For a roommate, I called her, told her, say it's too late. I remember having on the E-way. Landing 22 call, I do a down, she using eBay. I use it each way. OTF, HETF, with new I used to ride the 40, I'm just on the 2 tray. Don't call my phone no more, you not my boo thing. Don't call my phone no more, I'm having mood swings. Riding with that, that's my boonie. I been in my zone, I'm in my 2-3. I used to thought I was loopy. It's me and rockin' dirt, 2D. And yeah, we come in peace, don't want no drama. But when they come to defense, we got. And when they come to. They don't know low-key, yeah, I'm a roster. Paddock on my wrist, that's a bust down. All I know is get it up from uptown. Left me stuck down. Only cause I'm up now. Only because I'm up now. She was with you first, but she with us now. All this LA, I'm be bust down. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Oh, you fugazi, let me find out. Nowadays, I get you lined now. Nowadays, be out of line.
Everybody's jumping, jumping.